happened over the weekend. Like a thief in the night, the Dallas Mavericks coordinated a trade with the Lakers on Saturday, much to the surprise of pretty much everybody who watches basketball anywhere, anytime. Luka Doncic headed to the Los Angeles Lakers along with Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris. The Mavs get a future Hall of Famer, Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 Lakers first-round pick. Also included in this trade randomly, for whatever reason, the Jazz, who get Jalen Hood-Schifino and 2025 second-round picks via the Clippers and the Mavericks themselves. So, DeMichael, we kind of talked about this before the show, but where were you when you got the alert on your phone that Luka Doncic was headed to the LA Lakers?
Man, it's one of those moments you'll never forget. I mean, I was out with some friends, and we were all in the house, and there's a lot of people in there. There's a lot of people in the house, and then everyone's just suddenly looking at their phones, and everyone's looking down at their phones, and we start, looking up at each other. Everybody's like, "Do you see this?" And some people are like, "It's not real. It's not real." And I'm like, "Nah, this is real. There are multiple reporters, very credible reporters saying this, so it's 100% real. But it's just something you never see. Like, this isn't even something you say. It's a rarity. Like, Luka, 25-year-old in his prime, just took this team to the NBA Finals last season. Like, we're not talking about a team that went to the Finals 3-4 years ago and just struggling to get back. Like, they just went last season. And they've had success. Like, they've been the one team who, I think they beat Oklahoma City 3 times this season. So they've had success against them, and they should feel confident in what they have against anyone else when they're healthy. So just seeing them make that trade without seeing that process kind of play out was, it was wild. Especially, again, 25-year-old who 6 seasons, 5 first-team All-NBA appearances. Like, that's not something that's regular. We're not talking about – if you're 6 years and you make 5 All-NBA teams, third team, second team, all that included, he's got 5 first-team. This is different. I've never seen anything like this with a player of that caliber being traded. Like, we're talking about it. This trade, like Anthony Davis, is just some regular guy, and Anthony Davis is a bona fide Hall of Famer, and that just goes to show like the magnitude of what happened.
Yeah, and I said it in the VO read there. Anthony Davis, 100% a Hall of Famer. It's interesting listening to Mavs brass kind of talk about the trade after the fact. They were putting up some kind of excuse about Luka's constant conditioning issues, which, yes, he has dealt with a calf injury kind of over and over again. But at the same time, you mentioned it. He dragged the Mavs to the NBA Finals last year, and certainly didn't go the way they wanted it to. You run into the buzzsaw that is the Boston Celtics, but the Mavs say they want to get better on defense. Defense wins championships is the quote that the Mavs GM used. And so you go and get an Anthony Davis, and while AD is no slouch, he is a 25-12 kind of guy. We've seen him put up 40 and 20 this year, still very much a productive player. Anthony Davis going to the Mavs, I don't think makes them a better team right now. Is Kyrie still the Kyrie that can put a team on his back? I think he's a really good player. I don't know if he's a Batman. I think we've tried that experiment a couple of times with him playing with the Celtics, with him playing with the Brooklyn Nets. And so now it's like, okay, is AD the Batman of this Mavs team? Are they going to be back in the playoff mix? The Mavs are 9th in the West right now. So to me, it's more likely they could fall out of playoff contention as they try to figure out the chemistry here between a Kyrie and an AD. And don't get me wrong, they're both all NBA level players, or have been, and so I'm sure they can figure it out. But for Luka goes to LA. He's 25 years old. He's probably gonna have a chip on his shoulder right now. People are calling this Luka's villain origin story, right? And I think we get a little exasperated by the Laker talk as it is, with LeBron being out there. But DeMichael, how do Luka and LeBron play together moving forward? I think LeBron's got to have some mixed feelings. He's not going to get everybody's best player, perimeter defender anymore, but at the same time, you don't have a big, and I'm sure the Lakers will still make some moves here moving forward.
I think both teams will kind of make some corresponding moves to kind of better round out their rosters, around these guys. Like, I don't think the Lakers ever thought coming into the season, like, there's a chance we could get Luka. So let's keep these guys here and keep this guy there, or whatever the case may be. So there are going to be some shifts that are made. But when you look at the Lakers, like you talked about it with Dallas, to me, Dallas, from this trade, they become much better. I mean, they already were a pretty good defense. They could be the best of the best. Now, if they could put out a front court of Gafford and Anthony Davis, or Lively when he gets back healthy, and Anthony Davis. But with the Lakers, there's some defensive issues there. Offensively, they're going to be pretty strong, depending on what they do with Austin Reeves, LeBron James, Luka. Now, people like to say, "Oh, there's only one basketball." That basketball is going to go in Luka Doncic's hands. Like, let's be clear, because LeBron James, one of the great things about LeBron is he's doesn't need the basketball in his hand as much as your typical point forward, point guard type of player. LeBron has been as effective or nearly as effective in the role of playing off the ball over the course of his career. So he'll adjust. It will be an adjustment. It's probably going to take some time, but at the same time, this is LeBron James we're talking about. It's not just some normal player. So I'm not too worried about there's only one ball type thing. Like, they'll figure that part out. Whereas the defense, it's a little more concerning. Anthony Davis covered up a lot of mistakes for the Lakers. And when he wasn't playing, they were a terrible defense. So that's going to be the question mark for them, is what can they do to kind of solidify this defense without Anthony Davis?
All right, and real quick, that massive trade kind of overshadowed the other big trade that did happen over the weekend. We had been talking nationally about De'Aaron Fox with the Sacramento Kings for the longest time, where he would end up, and he does get his preferred destination. He's been traded to the San Antonio Spurs, who the Grizzlies play tonight. Likely will not see De'Aaron Fox, but that trade also gets the Kings Zach LaVine and sends Zach Collins and Trey Jones to the Bulls. What do you think about the trade that the Spurs were able to make? What kind of opponent does it make the Spurs, and are they a better contender for the playoffs now that they've got a Wembanyama and a De'Aaron Fox in there?
Yeah, man, I know a lot of teams are jealous at the way that the Spurs to just get a guy of De'Aaron
They get whatever they want,
caliber.
Man.
I mean, because if you would have asked, you would have said, "Hey, Spurs, you're gonna get De'Aaron Fox." Anyone logically would have said, "Okay, you're gonna have to give up either Devin Vassell, Jeremy Shohan, Keldon Johnson, maybe even Stephon Castle, if the right opportunity makes sense." They didn't have to give up any of those guys. So you pretty much kept the young core intact. Still got Chris Paul, which they got to figure out, what that dynamic is going to be like. Maybe Chris Paul goes to a reserve role with De'Aaron Fox running the show, but Chris Paul has been pretty solid for the Spurs. So some things to figure out. But, yeah, I'm with you. That dynamic between having a guy like De'Aaron Fox, who is one of the better, pick and roll players in the NBA, and Wembanyama is one of the better rollers in the NBA on paper, and the stats say this is a match that's perfectly made. So the scoring ability of De'Aaron Fox will be very, very important into elevating this team. I think it was a solid move. I think it's an A+ move for the Spurs, because you didn't give up Devin Vassell, you didn't give up Keldon Johnson. So now you're talking about, not only do you have Fox and Wemby here, you got some decent pieces around him. Harrison Barnes as well you could throw in there. So I like this for the Spurs. The Kings, shout out to them for getting something, right? Like, you got Zach LaVine, who's a borderline all-star player. You were able, I get it. They want to keep winning. They didn't want to depart from De'Aaron Fox. And you got other players, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis, Malik Monk. Those are guys that want to win. So going out to get Zach LaVine, you at least could keep that window open a little bit.
Yeah, certainly going to be interesting to see how the Kings kind of play moving forward. You get a Zach LaVine in there with a DeRozan. I kind of wonder who's getting the ball more in that situation. They probably kind of got to figure out their point guard scenario here a little bit more. But they do get some assets. They get LaVine, they get Sissoko. They get a first-round pick in 2025 from Chicago, a 2027 unprotected first-rounder from San Antonio, and an unprotected first-round pick in 2031 from Minnesota. So definitely got a little haul there for sure. Maybe makes the sting of losing De'Aaron Fox a little bit less. DeMichael,